Is that what I think it is? I ain't trying to point it out because they won't call me police, chat. That ain't what I think it is. Hold on. That nigga went through hell for 5 years for having a gun. As soon as he now clear, guess what he back to doing? Yeah, this is a nigga that can't learn.
NBA YoungBoy just got out after serving federal time for gun charges. He was supposed to be on strict rules, acting calm, staying away from trouble. But right when people thought he finally changed, he pops up back in the hood, standing around with big weapons like he never left the old life. Everyone thought that jail sentence was going to be his last, but is already jumping into the same behavior again. Behind all the platinum records and billions of streams, YoungBoy, real name Kentrell Deshaun Golden, spent years fighting cases against the federal government. He took a plea deal, did his time, and was supposed to be on his best behavior. But then Donald Trump signed one paper and wiped his slate clean. And now people are scared he's about to mess up even worse than before. Let me take you back to everything that happened, from the moment he caught the case to the moment the president set him free, and why people say it's going right back to the same chaos. What's good, fam? Today we're getting into some real street drama mixed with politics and industry power moves that have been shaking hip-hop. This story has everything: guns, presidential pardons, big tours, and the one question everyone keeps asking: is YoungBoy really about to crash out again? Or is this just another wild chapter in one of rap's craziest comeback stories?
There was a nigga named Top that grew up with a dude until he noticed one day he thought hating was cool. And then after that he started fussing with the dude, so he hit him with that K and knocked him out of his shoe.
Before we continue, let's clear the rumors. Social media been going crazy saying NBA YoungBoy is showing guns again and acting like he's fully returned to his old life after getting that presidential pardon from Donald Trump. Fans are excited, critics are nervous, and everybody in the culture is watching closely. But today, we're breaking down the truth: what's real, what's fake, and what this pardon actually means for NBA YoungBoy's future legally, publicly, and inside the rap game. May 28th, 2025. That's the day everything changed for Kentrell Deshaun Golden, the world-famous NBA YoungBoy. After years of dealing with the federal prison system and being stuck on home confinement because of his weapons charges, he suddenly received a full presidential pardon from Donald J. Trump. Just like that, the restrictions disappeared. No more probation, no more supervised release, nothing. His federal gun conviction was cleared from the record. But hold up, that doesn't mean YoungBoy can do whatever he wants now. The pardon only covers the federal case. It doesn't erase state-level charges or his full criminal history. It doesn't protect him from getting in trouble again. It also doesn't make him untouchable. Still, here's what makes people talk. The specific limits tied to that federal case are gone. And now everyone is wondering what he'll do next. Is he carrying guns again? Is he slipping back into the old lifestyle that got him locked up? Or is this really a second chance to turn things around? Let's rewind to 2020. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. YoungBoy and his crew are filming a music video, doing regular rapper stuff. Suddenly, the police pull up. What they find changes everything. YoungBoy and several others allegedly had guns while already being convicted felons. For YoungBoy, this wasn't a simple case. This was federal. The charge? Felon in possession of a firearm, something the federal system takes very seriously. Fast forward to August 2024. After fighting the case for years, YoungBoy and his lawyers make a big move. They agree to plead guilty to the federal gun charge and transfer the case from Louisiana to Utah. Why Utah? Strategy. His lawyers wanted the best chance at a fair outcome and to avoid a long, risky trial. By December 2024, the judge gives a final sentence: about 23 months in federal prison, 5 years of supervised probation when he gets out, a $200,000 fine, and he must give up all the weapons in the case. This wasn't just paperwork. This was the government saying, you broke federal law, and here are the consequences. For a rapper known for being real and never switching up, this conviction was something that could follow him forever. But the story didn't stop there. April 2025 brings a small break. YoungBoy gets released early because of time served and good behavior. But is not truly free. He's moved to a halfway house, then put on home confinement. He has rules to follow, has to check in, and authorities watch every move he makes. Fans see him on social media sometimes, restricted, but still creating, still connecting, and still building hype for what's coming next. In the streets, in the hood, and in hip-hop culture, gun charges sadly show up a lot. Many artists grow up in dangerous environments where people feel they have to protect themselves because help isn't always there. We've seen big names deal with similar charges. Lil Wayne, T.I., Meek Mill, Playboy Carti. It's almost become something rappers are known to face.
I don't think YoungBoy is taking out a gun and shooting people every day. YoungBoy understands the perception of him, right? I'm not saying he's not like that. He's not like that either. But he understands the perception. His fans wants to see the shit. You get what I'm saying? The thing is, everybody else, as soon as they get a parking ticket or get they get locked up for 25 minutes, they change their whole image. They go do prison reform. They said, that's not my crew no more. They're disavowing it. The more they lock YB up, the tougher he get. The more he's street. I ain't gonna lie to you. You don't, yo.
But YoungBoy's situation stood out because of the timing, the level of his fame, and what happened afterward. YoungBoy wasn't just another rapper with legal trouble. By the time he got arrested, he was already one of the most streamed artists in the country. His YouTube views were insane. His music, even without a huge label behind him, was charting everywhere. He had a massive fan base that watched everything he did, every release, every post, every move. That meant this case wasn't just a personal issue. It was something the whole culture was following in real time. Then came the moment that flipped the whole story upside down. May 28, 2025, President Donald J. Trump gives NBA YoungBoy a full presidential pardon. The announcement goes public. News platforms from hip-hop magazines to major national outlets reported immediately. It was shocking. A sitting president clearing the record of a rapper convicted of serious federal gun charges. That's something nobody expected. And it wasn't a light pardon. It was complete. Reports said his probation was canceled, his supervised release ended, and the limits tied directly to that federal conviction were removed. Legally speaking, it was like the conviction didn't exist anymore on the federal level. For YoungBoy, that meant a full reset, not through a courtroom, but through presidential power. But this moment also opened a huge debate. People started asking why a famous artist got a pardon when thousands of everyday people with similar or smaller charges are still in the system without any chance of the same help. Some said it was political, Trump trying to connect with hip-hop fans or reach certain voting groups. Others said,
y'all know all the rappers right now, it's like, this ain't fair, man. This ain't mother fair. Because you know what it is? Yo, and I know y'all gonna be like, yo, Ak, you're around YoungBoy's dick. Pause. No, I'm not. Chat. He's probably the only rapper that gets to the level of, yo, he's doing an arena. He just came off a $75 million tour. It grossed $75 million. Yet we still believe that he's toting guns, ready to shoot a nigga. Usually it's one or the other. If we really think that you're the crash out, you're not going on tour to do an arena. We usually think you're the nigga who goes to you get one or two shows because you're really living like that. He's the only person that I think maintained the image that he might shoot a nigga today, but he's selling out a stadium tomorrow. And I hope y'all understand what I'm saying.
Celebrated it, saying YoungBoy deserved a clean slate and a chance to move forward. The conversation became bigger than him, touching topics like justice, fairness, influence, and who gets second chances. Then came the tour announcement, the Make America Slime Again tour, a name clearly playing off Trump's slogan, maybe by accident, maybe on purpose. 4 to 2 arena shows booked from September to November 2025. Not small clubs, full arenas that showed the industry believed he was fully back. This made speculation explode online. Social media started debating. He can carry again now. He's going to act like the old YoungBoy again. He might be showing guns in videos soon. Fan pages were arguing about what the pardon actually allowed him to do. Some people celebrated. Others worried it could lead to more problems. Some felt like it was setting up another dangerous cycle. But here's what the internet gets wrong.
Went through hell for 5 years for having a gun. As soon as he now clear, guess what he back to doing? Yeah, this is a nigga that can't learn. He's a nigga that can't learn. This is a real crash out. I'm sorry. You hear him kind of like, you know what I mean, like double dutch, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to stop the violence. Yo, this was YoungBoy a month ago. Yo, everybody know how this is gonna go. Here we go. YoungBoy Atlanta accept award. This is YoungBoy right here.
Community.
I really appreciate you for it. And by y'all doing this for me, I want to say something, cause I want to be honest with y'all. No, I don't tote guns no more.
He don't tote guns no more. That boy's back on his, you know what I mean, pistol toting, doing his thing, you know what I mean? Eventually he'll get back to stop the violence, but not right now, okay? Not right now, okay? Slime Cry on the way, but clearly he's not gonna stop from putting out new music. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Again, I know some of y'all think I'm glazing. Maybe I just have a closer perspective to like kind of see how some of the inner workings of what happens with him. And I am giving him credit to where I feel like I don't think he's an idiot, but I think he knows that perception-wise and what he represents, if he just goes gospel, that won't work. And he knows enough that you still gotta portray the same things. I'm not saying portray like he's not really living like that, but you gotta show people that. You know what I mean? Like niggas want to see Top with the mini Drake, right?